quick word on the Australian fast bowlers. We talked a bit about the Indian fast bowlers and how they had no place to turn between Shami Saini and Jasprit Bumrah with no sixth bowler. So we've really done that topic to death. But from Australia's point of view, with Stoinis limping off, they did have an option to turn to, but Hazlewood head and shoulders above the others. Michael, you briefly mentioned it. I'll get your thoughts on him and then we'll get Zaheer to come in on that. The short ball particularly.
Oh, he's high class. He's he's up there with the best around at this stage in world cricket. He's just got that gift to be able to run in hard. He bowls at 140 plus. I think that's the key to Josh Hazlewood's success, is when he's bowling at 140 plus, he hits that pitch and he gathers a little bit of pace off the surface. A couple of years ago, he was bowling around 135, and I just think he is that kind of bowler that his paces need to be up there. His skill level's getting better. He's producing a few different styles of slow balls now, which you require in white ball cricket, but he's dependable. I think as a captain, you throw the ball to Josh Hazlewood, you pretty much know 9 times out of 10 he's going to deliver.
Zaheer, is he the kind of bowler who you almost tend not to take into account? Because when you look at the lineup on paper, you're saying, oh, Mitchell Starc is going to open the bowling. Cummins has been doing a lot of impact in India. We know about the prices he attracted in the IPL. So does Hazlewood sometimes sort of slip under the radar?
I think he complements well to the bowling attack. When you look at the Australian bowling attack, you'll see the variety of styles in that bowling attack, and that's something which is very important. I think Josh Hazlewood is someone who provides that stability there. He keeps things very simple. He focuses on that cluster of lengths which normally he bowls at, and from there he looks to do his variations. So I think with regard to the different kind of bowlers Australian lineup has, it just fits in perfectly. Like you have someone like Pat Cummins, who usually look to hit the deck hard and works on that back of the length or the hip high length, which normally white ball cricket it really works. And with Hazlewood, he just adds that little bit of extra swing and the cluster of lengths, which makes it hard for the batters to actually just go after him. And he uses his height very well. I mean, the sort of a bowler who reminds me of Glenn McGrath kind of a feeling. And Michael Vaughan will possibly remember, how Glenn McGrath used to just build on that length, just keep things simple, and then from there let the wicket does the rest. So it's that kind of a bowler, and his success in all forms of cricket has been just because of the consistency in length which he's been providing.
I'll let Michael respond to that. Does he remind you a little bit of Metronome McGrath?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been likened to Glenn McGrath for a few years, but I think it's only around this last year or so that I've watched him, and he really is very close to what Glenn McGrath produced over 6 or 7 years consistently. Similar kind of pace, similar kind of height, consistency, reliable, a good person to have in your team. So unfortunately, Australia found another Glenn McGrath. It's the last thing the world game needs when you're playing against him, but exactly the kind of bowler that you want in your team.